have our own Achiku Benjamin, Abuja-based superstar artist. Okay. So Lubi will be joining us from Italy online, and as well as Ejiro, the female Lagos-based artist, sculptor, the one that did those amazing portrait sculptures. Okay, so
I want to welcome everyone of us. My name is John Oyedemi. I'm a graduate of Awofeso University. My first, second, and third degree from Zaria. Well, my practice started in 1987 when I was in school, and I remember then I used to follow Duke Asidere to Drama Village as a young boy, looking at what he was doing then, a very stubborn artist, arrogant. Even right from time, he's been like that. He does his work with passion. So I love his kind of drive. So I was following him until he graduated. And when he came back for his master's degree, I was still in my life. I saw it that day. I sold all my paintings. And that was just the beginning. I had a good start. And somehow I was looking for a direction. I started studying the northern symbols, stories from the north. I said I want my paintings to be different from others. I want to be known as one artist who has produced the largest number of Doba paintings in Nigeria. So it became a passion to me. And today I can say that I'm one artist awake from sleep, and I can tell the northern story. When one of our sisters here came to me and said, I was looking at Padenchi, authority, wealth, glory. The northern emirs, I looked at their lifestyle, I looked at royalty, and I started studying them, writing on them. I published papers on that. It's very interesting because they have a culture. They have the motifs and artists can manipulate. They have something that you keep looking at and there's no end to it. You keep looking at it daily, you'll be seeing different motifs coming out from as they are coming in like that. So I looked at the horses too. As I started getting interested in painting horses. So I started turning horses, those my horses of those days. People used to know me with horses. This man, horseman, horseman, horseman. So I said, I'm just driving towards a direction that you have the largest collection of Doba in my house. So I've been painting, professors have spoken about it. That this man, if you are looking for someone who could represent the Zaria Art School after Duke Asidere, it is me. You can put me anywhere. Someone who is actually carrying the tradition of Zaria, I am the one. And I've done it for years. People thought we were going to give up on that. People have some of my contemporaries said, you are just painting this, you are just painting this for money. I said, I'm passionate about this. It's a culture that I need to project. I want to keep telling these stories because I don't get tired of it. I don't get tired of telling the story from the north. It's a story that is endless. You keep reading, you keep seeing so many things, you keep watching Doba series, Doba scenes, you feel at home. Somebody said, but you're a Yoruba man. I said, yes, I'm a Yoruba man that live in the north. And I see an interesting story. I see the lifestyle of these people that I have been with for more than 40 years. So Why can't I keep telling that story? If you have something you are doing that your interest can be sustained in it, that means that is your direction. My interest has been sustained for about 25 years doing the same thing. So anywhere you go to today, if you're talking about Zaria Art School, you can't mention 5 people without mentioning my name. Those who are actually representing Zaria Art School. Gani Olutukun was one of my masters. I was taught by him. He loved my work so much. And I happened to be one of those who passed through him, Professor Jerry Buhari too. But Gani represents what you can call the northern artist who has been projecting the north also. So I took off from him the moment he passed on. And like I said, anywhere you go to today, those who have graduated from Zaria, at least from probably before and after me, will tell you that you want to know someone who is painting, who is representing Zaria, go to John Reading. So my coming to Abuja now is to, I'm just grateful to Sarah, who spotted me somewhere, and she thought I was living in Kano. And ensure that I am here today. And my coming here actually has been rewarding. This is the first time I'm coming. This is not the first time I'm coming to Abuja.
I trained under Chico Keke, Studio Comora. Was my academic advisor. My year 1 before he moved to the US. You know, I want you to do something mixed media, something out of normal painting. That was should be 1996. I said, okay, what can I do on canvas that is not normal painting? I went and bought dye because then to survive in university, I used to dye. Students will wear their jeans, they bring it to me for dyeing. I will change the color. So I will pay like 200 naira. You know, then you can buy dye 20 naira, 30 naira. Then I will dye it. So when school closed, I don't go. I stay in school and I will be dyeing jeans for students. If the jeans wash, you bring it for me, I will dye it. So I said, okay, let me dye my canvas. When Honora gave that assignment, I said, let me dye my canvas, see how it comes out. Then I dyed canvas, went to the forest, cut bamboo, and did my own mixed media. That's how my work started. Then when I went to Lagos, it was not easy. I served with Inside Communication then, Shobanjo and Awoshika. Yeah. Then after you service, I said, how do I survive now? Because if there's competition, even in the Inside Communication and office environment, you still see the competition, the graphics, the copyright. I said, no, I need to practice a bit and see how I'll survive. Then I started painting. I've tried all media, I work with oil, I work with acrylic. So eventually I found myself in Abuja. I said, no, I can't be doing what other people are doing. Let me use a different media. That's how I started dyeing my canvas. Then the story started. I said, okay, how do I tell the story? Because the challenge I always have is narrative behind the work. So I have to study Salvador Dali's kind of composition. I said, let me move a bit from Nsuka, Uli, and even though the lines are still there, the lines are still symbols are still there. So I felt working towards creating a composition that will be different from normal oil on canvas or acrylic on canvas painting. So, but at Nsuka then, when you look at the cloud in the evening, you see all kinds of forms. Sometimes you look at the cloud, you say, these people are, my mom used to say that the people in the sky are cooking their dinner. In the evening, when the sun sets, you see the cloud, they look like human beings. Sometimes they look like animals. Sometimes they look like all kinds of things. but they're evanescent, they're not steady. As you're watching them, they're changing to another form. As you're watching the cloud, they're changing. So I said, let me make this series forms from my sky. But I'm not going to be painting the cloud. I'm going to be telling like a diary of happenings in my observation of Nigerian scene. So the forms from my sky is like a diary of what I observed in my environment. So I started making forms from my sky series. Some of them come from books. Some of them come from what political events in the society. Some of them come from religious events in the society. So I made forms from my sky from number 1 to 100. So it took me like 2013 to almost 8 years or 9 years to complete the 100 series. Now I said, no, I can't be doing forms from my sky. It's boring. Let me do story time. So I started researching African novelists. So I tried to read the books. And the challenge is when I started researching, I thought that it's difficult to get African novelists, like from North Africa, from Central Africa, it's difficult to get their books in Africa here. So I had to call somebody in the US, she will buy and send to me. That's how I was able to access the books. Some of those books are difficult to get. And we're in Africa, and we can't even access African writers. We can only get Nigerian writers in bookshops. To get Taib Saleh, I need to contact somebody in the US. To get Naguib Mahfouz, I need to contact somebody in the US. To get Adrian Yebosa from Central African Republic, those books are not here. So I said, okay, this what I'm going to do is to research complete African writers, novelists. So I read their books, I give a visual summary of the books. So I've done like 24, I'm working on number 25. I'm working on Ahmad Hampatiba. So I continue pushing. Let me see if I can get to 100. Then I look at something else. So far, that's what I've been doing.
One thing I want to appreciate is the fact that I was listening to both of you, and one thing I want to appreciate is the fact that in your artistic journey, you have narrowed down to what you want to focus on, and that to me speaks volumes. And another thing I noticed was the amount of work that has gone into getting to this point where you have stopped being an echo and have become a voice, so to say, in your areas. So one thing that was on my mind was, where does the future go from here for each of you? You have found your voice. So how do you see the future? I'm speaking as an artist, and I'm not asking that question. How do you see the future for each of you?
For me, I see a great future ahead, and I've been looking at the next stage of my career. As an academic, I'm looking at retiring long before the retirement age. Because, like I said yesterday, you were there when I said the moment I get to the peak of my career, that will be next year. I'm thinking of bolting out of the university system. They've asked me a question, how are you going to survive? I usually tell them that if 2 weeks in the studio can give me a salary of 6 months, 2 weeks in the studio can give me a salary of 6 months. So what am I doing there? See, you are helping me. This community development. I'm still looking at it's taking so much of my time, and it's taking a toll on me too. My creativity is being stiffened somehow. You find out that you want to paint. I'm not painted now probably for about 1 month. I've been doing administrative work, trying to put two things together in the university. So, and so much, the entire university is expecting so much from me. So my coming here is like taking a break from the whole trouble there. So I'm looking at the future. I'm planning for the next 5 years what I'm going to be doing. All those things, I'm putting them to work. I'm making sketches, and looking at it, how to grow myself, how to connect with other people who can actually promote what you are doing. So that's the plan I have on ground.
Let me start from where he stops. Meet other people that will promote what you are doing. You know, I'm a full-time studio artist, so I don't have salary. And sometimes we sell 2 works in a year. It's not easy. So that's why I don't try to tell you that my work is 5 million, 10 million. I balance the equation. You know, if you are interested, if you like the work, you tell me what you can afford. If it's okay with me, I'll sell to you. That's how I survive for now. Then we discover that as an artist, you can't do it alone, because the challenge we have here is that you don't collaborate with writers. You don't collaborate with curators. An artist sells his paint, makes his painting, does his writing, takes the painting to market to sell. But if we're able to work with writers and curators and even agents, I don't mind giving people 50% too, as long as the market is growing, because that's how it's done all over the world. You would think that this work is sold for 20 million, but at the end of the day, that is getting like 30%. It doesn't matter, as long as you are pushing, as long as you are getting steady income. Sometimes you see big galleries, they give you money, you produce. When they sell, they give you like 20% of the sales, because they've invested in you, they buy the artist. So I'm a studio artist, and I'm working towards that to get international contacts, that to push my art, because I don't want to restrict myself to Nigerian markets. Because my lecturer, Chikanyako, one day I said that he's still pushing. You know, imagine, my lecturer that is almost 8 years is still pushing. And I'm here. And I'm here. I'm not the time, you know, I'm continuing to push it. Bruce is still pushing at almost 90, I think.
It's 92.
He's still pushing. So I've not even started. You see? So I've not started. So we continue working, and you never know what tomorrow. You know, these are businesses. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. As long as we are out there, the most important thing, what I try to do is to make sure I put my work in social media. And every opportunity I see, no matter how small I take it, I don't say, no, I'm a big artist, I've only, no. No matter how tiny the opportunity is, you never know where it will take you. When Sarah told me, come and show him Abuja, I said, okay, I'll come and do it. I will not say no, because sometimes I disagree with his wife. It does not mean that if there's business, if doing business that I will benefit, I will say no. Business is business. You know? So that's my own. That's how I move. That's how I move.
A lot has been said, you know, between first question and the second question.
There are many there.
What's the name of the bookshop?
Spine and Labor Bookstore, yeah. It's in Kado. So that's all. Then some additional comments. I knew there was Zaria influence. I just didn't know. But you know, I connected to your work very easily. So for you to mention the Zaria background and connection, I'm very happy that that's probably where my instant connection came to your. Both of you, your works are brilliant. Thank you for sharing with us. So those are my comments.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Dr. Dayo Kusa. I'm a conflict transformation strategist and gender specialist based in Abuja and former director, Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution. I was the first National Assembly correspondent with the Guardian newspaper in 1983 at inception. But I'm a lover of art. And that's why I'm here. I was here last year, made some comments, and I want us to give Undu White a rounding applause for keeping the tempo on in a difficult terrain, because people don't appreciate art, and for keeping it on and making us interested up to this point. Another round of applause for him. I'm very impressed by these two artists, and I'm fascinated by the fact that they work on canvas. That is probably common to both of you to an extent. I will start with Dr. John. I'm an academic also. I was head of Department of Political Science, Lagos State University, 94 to 97, so I'm the senior. But I'm very impressed by the fact that you are ensuring that town meets gown. This is beautiful. And I want to make an appeal to you. Please, 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 if you can spend another 5 years in the university system, training the younger ones, even if you are losing something, because I see something in your spirit that is genuine. I left the university because of so much of fakery. I will not go into that. And I'm happy with my life now in retirement. I enjoy what I'm doing. You want to be free, just like I am. I know. But please, consider this my appeal. Another 5 years at least. You don't have to take my advice, but I'm talking for the younger generation. Because we will lose a lot of institutional memory if people like you continue to exit. That is number one. Number two, for you, Dr. John, because I'm a conflict transformation strategist, I'm interested in the issue of peace and conflict transformation, resolution, and serenity within our milieu, Nigeria. Why am I saying this? I'm Yoruba. I accosted you on the corridor. You are Yoruba. What are you doing with Doba? And you said, that's your passion. What did I do next? I opened my mouth. I said, so we still have Nigerians like Dr. John. Continue to be who you are. Stick with what you want. And by the grace of Almighty Father, you are going to carry this Doba image beyond Nigeria, beyond Africa, to the international stage. For Kachoko, you are a unique artist. From painting jeans to the studying of African literature and distilling what you want from an array of disjointed connections between even the works of one artist, like Chinua Achebe. You pick out what you want. And you now make an artistic expression from that single work and bring it to life. I salute you. I salute you. I see from both of you the impact of mentors. And therefore, I'm talking to the younger generation. They say your mentor chooses you, but you chose your mentors. And you are prevailing. You are thriving. Please, the younger people, Gen X, Gen Z. I'm old school. So take a note from that. Identify your mentors, be an effective mentee, and find a way of connecting with them. I don't want to take all the time, but the future holds something bright for you. Stay in your corner, keep doing what you are doing, and then your work will lead you to the next day. Don't force it. Thank you.
Any other?
So I would just praise the artists because I have a bias for each of them. But I'm very happy about what you represent as an outside person from Nigeria, being resident in Abuja, seeing Durban's story portrayed in such passion and movement, which is really striking. And also how, Akabex, I'll call you Akabex, it's how I like to call you, how you use this passion of being different with your tie and dye and do this in a very contemporary way, yet intellectual to value African artists and writers, which we don't do enough. we read more foreign than local ones, and we have great talents. I think both of you are from different perspectives into something marvelous. So really, I commend what you do, and I join Doctor for appealing to continue to transmit to future generations, because I think, John, you have a gift. So if I may, from my small perspective. But after this, my question to you, when Iman was asking what the future holds, and you had great schemes, or you have more, let's say, humble schemes, what would you need? What catalyst would you need? If I use the name of the Abuja, we can have catalytic synthesis. So what catalyst would you need to thrive, in your opinion? This is for us just to listen to you. What do you think you're missing that would help you thrive and have your work recognizing values? So keen to have your thoughts. Doesn't mean it's Christmas and make it happen, but I think it's good you voice it so people understand what you need.
So actually, for me, I'm self-driven. I'm driven by my passion to represent my own story in my own way. I don't really have any much catalyst like having people to appreciate what I'm doing. If I have people appreciating what I'm doing, I think that's a motivating factor on its own. Because if you are working and nobody seems to be looking at what you are doing to appreciate it, that means you are not reaching out to your audience. I remember some years back, a lady once told me, if I don't buy your painting, I will die. A French lady told me that. This painting.
It's very French and very dramatic, huh?
Yeah. She just told me if I don't buy it, I will die. Then another one said, each time my husband is stretched up, when he comes back from work, he sits by the painting and he'll be looking at it and relax. So it's like therapeutic to him. So he comes, he looks at it, and he'll be relaxing. That's what the woman told me. So I've had people tell me so many things. If there's another person, he said, I used to paint dancers. He said, each time I'm coming in, I see this lady dancing before me, welcoming me home, and all the lots of that. So when you have people telling you such, you are motivated. You are passing a message across to people. That means your art is having effect on people when they look at it. There was a time people started calling me, the French people started calling me the red artist. The red artist. The red, you can see the red there. The red artist. Now where is that red artist? So, if that way I could reach out to people. There was another time I went into yellow, just sunflower. I call it sunflower. Yellow, 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 sunflower. I titled that series. Dover. I titled it Royalty Sunflower. Royalty Sunflower. Royalty Sunflower. And people were asking. I said, I want to just excite people. So I'm working on reaching out to people, whichever way I could do that. That's what I've been doing. So that's my motivation.
What do I need? I'm a full-time studio artist, like I said. I don't have my own. If Leonardo da Vinci, if he was not in literature, people will not know him. I believe there are people that are better than Leonardo da Vinci. There were people that are better than Pablo Picasso. There were people that are better than Michelangelo, because they were not captured in literature. They were not known. So I want to be in literature. When you talk about African art, you see me in literature. That's one. So I need writers in my life to promote my art. I need agents. No, but that's what we're missing here. We believe that if an agent sell your work, they cannot take percentage. I don't mind, because that's how it's done everywhere. Percentage is not the issue. I'm looking at a broader picture, so that in 100 years' time, when my kids come out, my art will be like a visa for them to enter anywhere.
Great-grandchildren.
My great-grandchildren, when they say this is archetypal song, they say, come in, that's artist. Like one now is doing. When you mention amount, you are looking at the bigger amount before you start looking at. So, I want visibility, wider visibility, galleries, writers, curators. When you are, like the Sepulchre Museum in Germany, they contacted Jeff, because I've been dealing with Jeff for a long time. Then they were asking Jeff so many questions. Jeff said no. these are questions he cannot answer. Then he sent me their contacts. They said I should explain. Then they were talking about suicide. You know. They said they want to do an exhibition about suicide, and they've been searching Nigerian art scene for artists that can participate in the suicide exhibitions. So I had a work, depression. Then they said, how does that connect to suicide? And I had to write plenty grammar. So, and they made a big catalog, literature in German. You know, each time they print the picture of the painting, they pay me money. So that's what I want. And think about depression. Depression leads to suicide. I can't be suicide without depression. And in traditional Igbo society, when you commit suicide, you're not entitled to funeral. They bury you, nobody will mourn you, nobody will wear black clothes or white clothes or go to church or do any traditional. And the Chinua captured it in Okonkwo. And it was also captured in the concubine, the late Chamadi, when Zuma committed suicide. You know, once somebody commits suicide in Igbo society. So I had to tell those stories. Then I'm telling African stories that they don't know there. Because there are so many things in Africa that is not captured in mainstream media. But if you go through our novelists, you start understanding. Like Adichie's Purple Hibiscus, you know, he cannot take care of his father, but when his father dies, he wanted to slaughter how many cows?
Yes.
12 cows or 8 cows. So those are some of those little things is what I pick from the books to make my composition, to project certain things that are happening in my environment. So me, I need writers, I need curators, I need agents. It doesn't matter if they're taking commission or not. That's on the second. The main thing is now to get there first. The level you reach, then the money will come in naturally. You know? Even if you take 30%, it's enough money to sustain you for 1 year. So if you say it, I bring
to be fluent and not get too nervous and stuff. I have like 3 questions. I'll try to make it as clear as possible. My first question is to Dr. John. And this is a complicated question because as we're saying horsemen and banditry and power and wealth, the first thought that came into my mind was the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And I wanted to ask as African authors, should we write stories that connect with our experiences and media and things we have consumed, or should we write stories from our African cultures only? And because, for example, your inspiration from the northern culture, but the Osman of Apocalypse is clearly European mythology. As an artist, do you feel comfortable drawing inspiration from that, or do you feel like you are betraying your roots? Then a question for both of you is, how do you deal with doubt when you create a piece of art, and then sometimes, well, I feel this way, I'm not sure if you face me like it, but how do you experience doubt and how do you deal with it? And my final question is to you, sir. You talked about collaborating with authors, and I think that's a great idea. And I think in the past, African authors have been collaborating with artists, especially if you look at works of like Arrow of God, their book covers are things I believe aren't just like AI or rubbish, but they are created by great artists. And what do you think about collaborating with authors to create book covers for them? And what do you think about a very wide idea such as comic books? These are my questions. Thank you very much.
Okay. Let me start from authors. I've done 1 book cover for Salamatu, unpublished yet. So I'm working with authors. I asked her, she introduced me to some of the African books, novels, but we couldn't get them, so I had to order them. So I've done Arrow of God. I've tried to interpret Arrow of God in my work. I've done Anthill of Savannah, when the guy was talking about Agu, when Agu possesses you, the opposite of Agu is madness, you become a genius. If you're not a genius, you become a madman, the flip side of Agu. So I've done that. So I don't mind if the author comes to me and says, I want to use my painting. He wants that, if the author comes and says he wants or she wants to use my painting for as a book cover, I don't mind. You know, that's collaboration. You know, I can offer it as book covers. You know, some people from the internet are sending me messages. They want to use my poetry for their dance. They don't pay me money, but I use it as promotion. But I've not been writing for a long time. So, I'm talking about comics. Yeah, comics. I don't do comics anyway. You know, I believe that, you know, art is like medicine, you know. We have surgeon, you know, the work will handle brain. We have people that does orthopedic surgeon. We have so many anesthesia and the people that does anesthesia. So in art, it's something, you know, that some artists try to touch here and here at the same time. You know, you make sculpture, you make painting, but for now, I try to do this. Maybe later, I don't know.
Sorry, I'm a mental health therapist, and I just said I should chip in something on what you said about depression and suicide. You have opened my eyes to a new dimension in the mental health therapy spectrum of treating people with depression. I can refer them to you for the congruence between art and alleviating depression. That actually, beyond the organic forms of treatment of mental health issues, we can actually use art, visualization, to treat the condition. Do I have your permission?
Yes.
Thank you.
Our brother who asked that question is out. Let me take the second one, the issue of doubt. I don't have any doubt about what I'm doing. I believe so much in what I'm doing. Like I told you, I came under the tutelage of Duke, and I saw what he was doing. He made a first class, and then he would tell me, the lecturers cannot do anything. I don't know what is wrong with them. I don't know what is, I'm going to do it like that. If they are going to take it, let them take it. If they are not taking it, let them leave. He made a first class all the same. I don't have doubt about what I'm doing. When I'm painting, I put myself into it. And I know that what I'm doing.
Who is an artist in the making? He is an artist in the making.
What I'm doing, someone will come for it. I usually look at, when I'm painting, I'm not discouraged at all. When I'm doing a painting, from the conception to finishing, I've been looking at it on the wall. I'll be imagining it on the wall. That is not going to end with me. Are you getting me now? It's not, so I don't have doubt about what I'm doing. When I started, I never looked at money. Money was not the issue. Let me do the work, money will come. That's been my own way of looking at it. When I do the work, money will come. I don't know where the money is going to come. I'm just sure money will come. So I don't work with the intention of this is what I want to sell, this is where, no. I work with the intention of someone appreciating what I'm doing. Let me just do the work, money will come. Then the other one you are talking about, whether bias or something like that. I know for some of us in the Southwest, there's a way we look at the North. When you are telling the story of the North, someone will tell you, I don't have any, and I don't want to deal with these people. And I tell you, just leave it. This is me. This is what I want to project. This is where I've lived for more than 40 years. This is the story I know. And I want some of us to actually don't look at, don't have this bias of, say, this is not, these people are like this. You have never lived there. So you won't know the story if you are not reading, if you are not picking probably literature on Doba. You know, Doba and Kano and all a lot of that, the story behind it and what it represents. In fact, it is amazing. You will know the power, the authority, the wealth Because you are talking about horses. To keep horses in the north, do you know how much it costs? Do you know how much it costs for somebody to keep a horse? And do you know how much it costs their regalia that they have to be, I mean, let's assume he's a title holder now. The number of people behind him, the number of people he can clock with that regalia, and the number of horses following him will determine what he has in his pocket. So it is not just an ordinary story. You need to go there, you need to get literature on that. If I start talking about what I know about Padanchi, Doba, what happens in the palace. I've been to Emir of Zaria's palace, I've entered the palace, I've been to Kano, I didn't enter that. But the places I've gone to, Bauchi, I've been to Gombe too, and I've read some, actually my PhD should have been on Doba. But somewhere along the line, someone with a biased mind said, we are going to do this, you are going to do that. I said, okay, there's no problem. I'm going to work on charcoal market. I'm not sure anybody is actually, anybody who is drawn to charcoal market. But if I tell you what is behind charcoal market, you need to go and read my PhD thesis. You now know this is charcoal market. We're in a charcoal market where some people oppress others. But let me leave it at that. And that's what you see in my restricted palette. You see my reds. You can hardly spot other colors there. It's restricted. So I don't want to bring it to my PhD thesis where I have a series on palace of oppression. Colors oppressing colors. So let me leave it at that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We're also a bit conscious of time. We are a bit conscious of time, but there's something I want to, we were, cracking jokes about the actual title of the theme of this conference, catalytic synthesis. We were making fun of why should you go and choose something that will twist it would have been simpler. But you see, as I was listening to the different speakers, you see somebody who is Yoruba, representing the synthesis. You see Sarah from a foreign country that spotted him and brought him to this place. This place is full of people from different tribes and different backgrounds. And you see me, who was born on an island somewhere, wearing Yoruba because I grew up 28 years in Yoruba land. And coming here. So what I just want to point out to us is the spirit behind Abuja Open House. It's a place where people come together and we process and we come up with a new form and we take it back to the world. Because it's meant to unite, it's meant to synthesize, it's meant to come up with something newer and fresher and more relevant. So I just want us to keep that in mind as we leave this place, that the doors of Abuja Open House are still very open for more collaboration, more partnerships, more, whatever it is that is going to take for us to get to where we should go individually and collectively. So I just want to leave it with that and hand over to you.
Right. Thank you. Before I make my closing remarks, also want to appreciate some of the presence of our speakers from the conference. Aminu Abdulkarim. Thank you. Mr. Oke, all the way from Lagos. And by the way, interestingly, we were on newspaper today, this day, please, Mike. This is his work. Sarah also was spotted some of the artists with some valuable advices. Thank you so much. However, sorry, I'm going to do this standing. Iman just talked about why we're using the word catalytic synthesis. And I just want to say that last year we did convergence, and we said, look, why is that's how we're going to do. So from convergence, where do we go from? I was saying that we're thinking of synchronizing the excellence of the work that we're doing, and then we start thinking House as ourselves, starting ourselves as a catalyst. I think, okay, look, synthesis is synchronizing this thing. Our strength lies on those who work with us. Abuja Open House Powerhouse is our volunteers. And I can't thank them enough by asking them to come to the stage with me. All the volunteers, Sarah and Sandra, Matthias, from you guys. Anyone outside, please comment. Farouk? Farouk has volunteered at Abuja Open House for 2 years. Wow. Like he's done social media for us for 2 years. I'm already coming. Don't go there. Don't go hide. So I used to say to Iman, like to those who care to know that without this lady here, me I will break. She's my brother. And she's coming as a volunteer. And now we trained her as a program manager. She's grown into the rank. Yeah. And that is our program manager. And sometimes I'm like, oh man, don't you know I'm tired? No, Maladi is sending you the next thing, the next artillery, and they're like, do you even sleep? I used to call her, are you still standing? And this is some other day. Thank you. And you know on my side? Valentina and Goa. Okay, so just want to appreciate them. I mean, they're doing this thing for nothing. They don't move around on their own budget. Some people started, some didn't finish with us, but so here they are. Thank you. So finally, I also want to appreciate the support of the Presidency Management for always running with us, believing in Abuja Open House. This is the second time we're having our closing event here. And sometimes I want to ask myself, like everything, the cocktail, the truth is that we're not buying any of it.
Wow.
It is all complimentary. Even this all, everything out there. So I used to ask myself, what is the value of that? And I wish Elif
should be here.
She's a sweetheart.
She's the best. White heart.
She's such a sweetheart. I think we should give her a title. We should send it to her.
Yes.
So I was talking to Dennis some minutes ago, which is the general manager. He can't be here, but he's going to run into the reception at some point. Just want to appreciate them. And most importantly, Abuja Open House is not possible without our audience who follow these galleries, who have gone to these spaces, who have also experienced 4 days of Abuja Open House. Thank you, and because of you guys, we will start planning for 2024. So thank you. And this one, what is it? My son.
Oh, handsome. Handsome.
Oh, Mama. My wife.
Please, let's see her.
So please, the reception is open, the cocktail is open. Don't ask how much, it's free.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And so, and our artists, thank you.
Are you still filming?
Yes.
Let me come out the way. I want to say hi. I follow you on social media. Thanks for carrying us all around the country. Really enjoy your videos.
Thank you very much.
Very
I'm sure
encouraging.
that
Your name starts with a P, right?
yes, it's my new Awofeso. That's my new.
Maybe there we go. I can see that.
Yes, thank you very much. I mean, that you appreciate what I've done.
Definitely.
And I like to see me as an approach and let you know.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because it means that I will just also make people to
Yeah.
show that people are really following what I do.
Very inspiring.
Just like this man says, I'm 18, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
What I really need to be done for our country. Negativity is just too much. And there's so much that I can tell the world about us. That's what and yours about doing it.
Yeah, well done. I'm totally inspired. It was your post this morning. I was in bed. I was like, I have to come. You see, after they're filming this, I better come.
On Instagram, right? This is my first time posting that around.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, really?
yes, and I've just been focused on streaming on YouTube.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. But today is the last day. I'm telling you, doing that here. That's why I posted. Oh my
I will
goodness.
attract you
What's
down.
the name?
Madly.
If you send me like, I don't know, if I should get you, okay, I'll get your number again. Or you can just maybe send me a DM on Wait,
Okay, I saw this. And I saw, okay, get up, get up. So let's say, I may have It's really incredible. I have to Yes, about the architecture Are you going to start doing tours where people can sign up and you take them places, or you already doing that? So it is a tour, isn't it? Okay, I guess I'm always just thinking it's you. Or you going to start taking people with So do you help them to get visas? I have some students who want to come. They got to study abroad, scholarships to Nigeria and Africa. And Nigeria is
and it's tough. So I know two people would do it. So
Okay, so first of all, they have to get the visa, and then they're going to land in Abuja, spend 3 days, and bring them to Lagos for 3 days.
Thank you, my card. Yes, So we're at the exhibition now. Oh, wait, this guy is something else. Motion in a letter.
I find it.
So that's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, good.
It's not me. I see you.
I would love to if I can extend this as a motion, so once in a while. Yes, great. So Anne is your name? Very nice to meet you.
Okay, so what does that use? Hello, just give me a minute. I know you wanted to come to me, but just give me 2 minutes.
Decide? No, SYD.
See you again. I hope you enjoyed everything.
This is wow. Yes, now. Okay.
I will talk.
Thank you so very much. It was a pleasure to meet you. Enjoy your walk, and we'll do more. I mean, this is just like the beginning of a lot of things that can happen. So,
You come to Lagos sometimes?
I live in Lagos. Really? Oh, yes.
I also in Lagos.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I came
Keep doing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Well, my bad. Yes, so great time.
This my sister.
How are you doing today? Happy weekend.
It's a joke, right?
I'm so
My God is that your
I Okay, with my baby brother, no, with my big two. Yeah, she's down here. Just stay there, don't worry about it. Take care. Oh, thank you. This is not my big brother. This is my big brother. She's not asking you. It's no, my big
Thank you.
As if for my girlfriend, when I saw Cecilia, when I stop cars, when I saw extra victory that came because I kind of
Yes, big brother.
Before that, Governor, what is that? Those people that you saw me with, I finished one, like 3 meetings back to back. That first meeting was galactic. Second meeting, this last one when you're going, was it governor? But I saw one side that no way. But this is what I got over sisters. What in the men are making up standards?
I apologize if my daughter and your question first instance. I have seen my daughter
Then before the first introduction, so as a child that was, he managed me for the first 2 weeks. When I entered that one, and I started with that. Maybe I finished all my mind is I just had to pay that for the very well. This is always Actually, all over Cashew. Over, let's go. And my Oga, my head of office, is very happy to let you know. No shielding, talk about experience. I can't go with next time. So you're here this month, it wasn't this time. It's not even away from that. See, where's Shola? Where's Shola? For me, I don't say When I come with a company like this, that time Chibi did already. Because Chibi could have touched on that. Chibi could have. No, he's here. But he's gonna see that after like, but he's still young. Chibi is still young. The Chibi is I like clothes. For me, I like clothes.
This is nice.
Like that one. Yes, it's what I think he was full movement. Motivation. This one.
The proper one.
It's for your own.
It's definitely for my own benefit.
Now there's 6 No, right now it's not. Doesn't get booked now, So yes, civil rights.
I'm like, what kind of coincidence is that? If I want to.
there's an expensive amount of talent. Because there's the resistance was
I'm not like a regular
But it's different. So I won't have to, when I call you, because you know, come up I like I change I like to we don't have photo. We don't know nothing.
I was supposed to get that.
No, I have to make money.
You know, in the hospital, right?
You are working. Actually, since you're there. We had a conversation. Well,
Thank you. Thank you, Mohammed, for coming. And do my basic cooking right now. Thank you. My husband is actually.
You learned your lesson well, because now I haven't heard of it. Take a lesson.
Okay, things like this. I'm sorry, this is my stomach. I don't know. It's like it's not me again. Don't you need to go? I will look at it and laugh.
I'm taking two.
Because I was just wondering where is this coffee? Okay, thank you. I'm pushing my stomach here.
Yeah.
I have to be very sure. Okay, this is very kind of you.
Just to close the remark and then leave you. It's more affordable and people are less impressed. Like the less for you, like a baby. So this is what I realized. People like mid-size, afraid, they go sexy, but like the music in the head of that, like, oh, you can put this together, the same way, it's temporary. If you put it in a frame, the way things like that here, it gives like 5 minutes. Doing the
It's very nice meeting you. Okay, thank you so much. And good luck with all your